She turned 18 and immediately erased her father's last name from her life. And the craziest part, it happened right in the middle of Hollywood's nastiest winery war. Seriously, who does that? Imagine becoming an adult and instead of celebrating with friends, you're filing paperwork in court. Freedom in your mind. Family war all around you. That's exactly where Shiloh found herself. A girl who grew up under flashing cameras suddenly made one decision that shocked the entire internet. The headlines exploded, "She drops Brad Pitt's last name." And honestly, people instantly knew this was way bigger than just a name. So here's what happened. On May 27th, 2024, literally on her 18th birthday, Shiloh Jolie-Pitt officially filed legal documents asking to become simply Shiloh Jolie, no more Pitt. And listen, this wasn't some random celebrity kid drama. She became the first of Angelina and Brad's 6 children to legally remove the Pitt surname. Sure, Zahara and Maddox had already started publicly using Jolie before, but Shiloh made it official. And people immediately started asking, okay, what happened behind closed doors? Because this timing, oh, it gets messy. You guys probably remember Château Miraval, the massive French winery Angelina and Brad bought together during their relationship. Back then it looked like a dream. Romance, wine, French castle vibes. But after the divorce, that dream turned into a battlefield. In 2021, Angelina sold her share of the winery to the Jolie Group, and Brad lost it. He sued her, claiming they had an agreement that neither of them would sell without permission from the other. Angelina fired back saying Brad was basically waging a vindictive war against her, and suddenly their divorce became one of the ugliest legal battles in Hollywood. America, France, Luxembourg, lawsuits everywhere, millions of dollars on the line. And meanwhile, their children are growing up in the middle of all this chaos. Now here's where things get emotional. Shiloh's lawyer later said she made this decision independently after painful events. Painful events. That phrase alone made the internet spiral because nobody knows exactly what happened inside that family, but clearly something affected those kids deeply. And honestly, people started connecting dots fast. Especially after reports claimed other Jolie-Pitt children were also quietly dropping Pitt publicly. Suddenly fans started wondering, are the kids choosing Angelina's side? And wow, social media had thoughts. Some people defended Brad immediately. Others said, if multiple children are distancing themselves, maybe there's a reason. And honestly, that's the part that makes this story feel so heavy. Because this isn't just celebrity gossip anymore. These are real family wounds playing out in public. But here's the moment that really made everyone stop. Shiloh didn't quietly change her Instagram bio. She didn't make some vague statement online. No, she went to court, officially, legally. She stood there and said, I don't want the Pitt name anymore. And suddenly people realized this wasn't teenage rebellion. This was a statement, a painful one, especially because Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie used to be the Hollywood couple. Brangelina, the perfect family, the glamorous French winery, the fairy tale image. And now their daughter legally removes half of that identity from her name. That's brutal. Honestly, guys, the saddest part is that behind all the headlines, lawsuits, and millions of dollars, there's still a family breaking apart. A girl who probably just wants peace ended up becoming another chapter in this massive public war. And now everyone's asking the same question. Was this simply Shiloh finding her own identity? Or was this her way of choosing a side? Because dropping a last name like Pitt in Hollywood, that's not small, that's history. So tell me what you think. If your parents were fighting this publicly, would you change your last name too? And do you think this family will ever truly heal after the war of the Rosé? Because something tells me this story is far from over.